I think we've started here. Hi, I'm Rudy Max. I'm a travel journalist and a broadcaster, and I haven't been to Vegas in a long time. And I wanted to invite a couple guests on who can give us an update on what's going on in Vegas, what's open, what's not open, what kind of restrictions there are in visiting, whether they're dining inside, whether anybody's going to Vegas. My guest's going to join me just for a few minutes here. John Decker is the owner of. Let me first introduce this guest, who is Michael Traeger. Michael Traeger runs a very popular Vegas website called TravelZork. Is that John with you? Oh,
yes,
we're out together.
Decker is with me right here.
Hi, John. John Decker runs. It's called Surf City Travel, right?
That's correct.
It's a very high-end travel agency, and
we're here live at the Mirage on the casino floor.
All right. So, what is going on? First of all, I know both of you have been to Vegas a lot. Is it like 50% number of people there, about the same as, generally? Or give me a percentage of, I'm just trying to get an idea. What kind of crowd is there, numbers-wise?
Weekends are starting to get more normal, for sure. Definitely weekends are starting to get more normal. This weekend is a big milestone because on May 1st, Vegas goes to 80% capacity. So,
okay.
So that's going to be a big shift, and that happens on May 1st. Also, we're starting to see, yeah, exactly. And we're also starting to see other things, like all of the public spa facilities at Wynn Las Vegas have been closed. So you could get a massage, but you couldn't use the saunas and hot tubs and things like that. Well, guess what? May 1st, Wynn is completely opening the spa. So I think over the next couple of days, you're going to see a lot of things reopening in Vegas. And 80% capacity is a very, very big shift. I mean, it's not 100%, but it's getting darn close.
Is it, are restaurants open for inside dining, or will they be?
Yes. Oh, there.
100%?
You want to show? John wants me to show.
I wanted to show the restaurant right behind us. People are eating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's inside dining has been in Vegas since, oh goodness. Inside dining has been since Vegas reopened.
All right, so the 80% doesn't affect dining. It just affects the number of people and the opening of things like shows and spas and pools, et cetera.
Right. And remember, they've already made announcements. The Cirque du Soleil shows are going to be reopening. Things are really moving. A lot of that's not happening till about the end of June. But for sure, the 80% is going to make a big difference for dining, because it went from like 30% to, I think it's 50%. I think it's 50% right now. And also the other big metric is it's no longer going to be social distancing of 6 feet, but only 3 feet.
Right. Michael and I came up with something last night also when we were walking the casino floor, and that is if they continue to have the plastic partitions up, that they're going to continue to, on the Strip particularly, keep the minimums high on tables games, because instead of having 14 at a craps table, that's been brought down, and they have people standing behind other people wanting to play. So you have these minimums that used to be $10, $15, $25. They're asking $50 to play craps.
Wow. And what about like the slot machines? Are there like plexiglass dividers there? Or the machines just separated?
What they've done is they've mostly done carousels. So they've managed to change the casino floor. If you look, these are carousel that's round.
So they've separated the slot machines significantly.
Right, exactly. So the slots are separated significantly. If it's not in a carousel, adjacent machines need to be turned off. So if it was just a straight line of machines, it would be machine on, machine off, machine on, machine off. But carousels, they can keep them open. So that's
not only that, Rudy. Here, turn it around again. They've constructed now the entire. They've constructed. Look down here. They've constructed these new.
John, I can't hear you. You have to get closer. I can't hear John.
Yeah, they've constructed these new carousel from scratch within the last 12 months. The way that everything's been positioned, so they're on a pedestal now, and they can put 3 or 4 machines on each pedestal.
I see.
When you're playing these machines.
Yeah, I mean, they always had a certain number of carousel arrangements, but now you can really see that there's a significant number of carousels.
Right.
Are there
And
any?
also, look at the distance, even here, like the distance between the carousels.
Yeah, I
You
can see
could
that.
tell. You could get a good. Now, if you look further down, straight down, you'll
Yeah.
notice those machines where there are two machines.
Yep.
One is shut off and one is on. If you could sort of see that. Basically, if there were two machines next to each other, the machine next is going. They won't allow two machines directly adjacent.
Are there any major resorts that are not yet open?
Palms.
Yes. The Palms, which has been purchased by Station Casinos.
No, San Manuel, the California.
Oh, yeah.
The Palms was just purchased by the tribe, and they never reopened. They never reopened Palms.
And the Hard Rock, what used to be the Hard Rock, is going to be a Virgin hotel. Is that open yet?
That is open, and I was speaking to someone that was there this week. It is so darn quiet there. It is just really, really quiet, and it'll be interesting to see what happens there. But it's really quiet. So, and for some reason, what's interesting, I was at Virgin a couple weeks ago. What's interesting about Virgin is it's so quiet, but the Strip has been popping midweek. So I think it's just people don't understand this whole Virgin Mohegan thing. It's just not, it does not have the name recognition or the to be seen recognition that the Hard Rock had. But time will tell on that. I mean, I'm personally convinced they made sure they got it open because they didn't want their opening to clash with the Resorts World opening. Because Resorts World officially is open on June 25th. That's going to have three hotel properties, a Conrad, a Hilton, and a Crockford's. It's an immense facility. You know, I think it's about 3,000 rooms, you know, huge facility. And I think if Virgin had opened at the same time, nobody would have paid attention. Sadly, they open now, but it doesn't seem like anyone's paying attention.
What's the name of the big one? And is it a new build, or was it a building that was taken over?
It's where Stardust used to be.
Right.
It's
called
okay, so it's a totally new build. And what's it called? Resort?
Right, Resorts World. It's right across the street from the Wynn, where the Stardust used to be. It's a brand new build. I looked over there. There's still a bunch of dirt out front, so they got to hustle it up. They got 7 more weeks.
And what is the show scene? Are there a few shows open? Are there any headliners or?
I think quite a few shows are open. Like I know there's a show open at Luxor. I know Penn and Teller have reopened. The big Blue Man Group just announced. I'm not sure if they're reopened yet. Everything is slowly reopening. Oh, also a really important point about Resorts World. They have a great commercial. You should go check out their teaser commercial. But the headliner for Resorts World is Celine Dion.
Ah, okay.
So she's no longer going to be at the Coliseum at Caesars. She's going to be the headliner for Resorts World, which is obviously a really big deal.
Right, that is a big deal. They snaked her away. Now, what about room rates? Are they slowly going up as people are coming back?
Oh, yeah, especially weekends. Weekends are definitely, I mean, it's getting expensive. I mean, I've told people, you better move on it. And especially, I think this is going to be a very busy summer and Q3 and Q4. And remember, now we have CES to look, and CES announced this week that CES will happen in January. So CES in January is going to be like to me, that's like almost lighting. That's a spark, because with CES announcing that it's happening in January, I think that's pretty much so as close as you could get to Vegas saying we're back in business.
Let's explain. CES is the Consumer Electronics Show. It's the largest convention that in Vegas. It's usually held in January. It was canceled for 2021. So you're talking about 2022. It's coming back. You're right. That is a big deal. All right. Is there anything else we need to know for consumers? John, you were going to say something. Go ahead.
Yeah. One of the big things that consumers should really check on is the dynamic pricing that's happening. I was planning to stay here through the weekend. The rates this weekend were astronomical at all the locations. But within the last 48 hours, I saw MGM reduce their rates tremendously starting today.
Can you give us a ballpark figure on those?
So here at the Mirage, it went from they wanted $280 a night, starting tonight, Saturday night, Sunday night.
Weekend.
And now it was reduced down to $160.
Okay, and what is it during the week, do you think? $120?
Oh, it was $85 last night.
So to save money, go during the week. Come during the week. I should
Yes.
say.
Yeah.
Yes.
But John makes a wonderful point. If you booked your reservation, you know what? 3 or 4 days before you're going to arrive, check those damn prices. And that's a good reason why booking with travel agents or booking directly is the best thing to do.
Right.
Because if you book with a travel agent or book directly, they're going to be able to re-rate the rate and you're going to save money. If you buy one of these crazy, OTA deals, you're probably not going to be able to get it re-rated at the lower price. So that's something to really think of.
OTAs or online travel agents agencies like Expedia and Priceline, et cetera.
Correct.
Yeah. So
Okay.
with those online travel agents, you got to be sure if you get a rate there, you better be satisfied with that rate, because if they drop the rates 3 days before, chances are they're not going to adjust that rate for you. But
can you just cancel it and rebook?
Depending on the Expedia or somebody you're dealing with, they're doing
Okay.
72-hour cancels.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, John Decker from Surf City Travel and Michael Traeger, whose blog and videos called TravelZort.com is all things Vegas. Thanks for dropping in and giving us an on the scene report.
Great. Thanks again. Have a great weekend.
All right, you all too. Good luck at the tables. All right, we'll say goodbye. We just wanted to check in. Interesting about how fluctuating the hotel prices are. So I take away from that there's some shows, not the big headlines. Celine Dion is not playing yet at resorts because it's not opening till late June. But there are some shows. But book during the week, and if you check your room rates a couple days before you go, you might find they've dropped, and just cancel yours and rebook. All right, thanks very much for joining me. Nice talking to the boys in Vegas. We'll check in every now and then with places all around the world, actually, see what's going on. Take care.